video, I'll be showing you how to do a very good bicep exercise, and it is the reverse bicep curls. Why it's so good is because you're going to be training your forearms and also your biceps brachialis here, which creates a really good developed or well-developed biceps from the front. It makes your biceps thicker. So a lot of people just train their biceps and how it is viewed from the side, but the reverse curls will make it thicker from the front and also make your forearms bigger. And it's also extremely good for just developing a nice bicep peak as well, as you can see here. I'll show you how to do it. Is the way you're going to be doing bicep or reverse bicep curls is you want to grab an easy bar. Or you can even use dumbbells if you want to with an overhand grip. But basically you want to stand with your feet hip width apart and a slight bend in your knees. So you can see I'm bending my knees and I'm even bending forward so that I'm totally isolating my arms of a movement and I'm only using my arms to lift the weight up or my biceps. So your hands should also be slightly wider than your hips with an overhand grip, and your posture should be tall with your shoulders over your hips. Or you can lean a little bit forward to isolate the movement more, which I really do like. And you want to maintain a neutral head and neck position. Be careful here that you don't strain your neck when you're doing this. And your chin should remain tucked also throughout the movement, as if you're holding an egg under your chin. This is just to remove strain from your neck. And evenly distribute your weight and grip the floor with your feet to create a stable position. So once again, I like putting my knees on a bench to be more stable here. And when you have a comfortable grip, make sure also that your fingers or your thumb is over the bar. This will help a lot with not messing up with your thumbs. If you lock it under the bar, like you can see I have it over my bar, your thumb will not basically get crushed. It's also way easier to target your bicep brachialis and your forearms by doing exactly this. So when you have this overhand grip, I really just want you, or advise you, to keep your thumb over, because this will also keep tension on your forearms, and it's way easier to isolate your biceps and your forearms in the movement, because as soon as you start taking your thumb under or wrapping it around the bar, or under the bar, you'll start helping lifting the bar with your thumb. It's hard to explain, but just hold it like this. This is more so if you're not using your thumb in the grip, there's way more tension on your forearms and brachialis, and that's what you want to achieve. So while you're keeping your upper arms still, you want to squeeze your biceps and begin to bend your elbows. So bend your elbows until your lower arms contract with your upper arms, and the easy bar should finish close to your shoulders. And without contracting your shoulders, you don't want to use your front delt here, so you want to squeeze your biceps throughout the whole movement. That's very important. Squeeze the brachialis, squeeze the forearms. Those are the ones you want to be lifting with. And you want to even pause at the top if as exactly like there. So remember here, the slow eccentrics. Lower the weight slowly and feel the tension on your biceps and your forearms. And basically when you're keeping your upper arms still, you want to slowly straighten your elbows when you return to the starting position. And then you come to a complete stop at the bottom before you begin again the whole repetition. As any other bicep movements, focus on the stretch and the contraction. That is achieved with a full range of motion. So you go all the way down and you go all the way at the top. So when you go down, you fully stretch out. Really stretch that biceps and those forearms. And when you get to the top, really stop for movement and squeeze as hard as you can. This movement here is all about mind to muscle connection. Squeeze hard at the top, lower slowly down, feel the tension in your brachialis and your forearms. Really focus on slow, eccentric repetitions and then getting that contraction. Other than that, make sure also to keep your elbows close to your body, and that is very important because you just want to be using your biceps here. As soon as you start flaring your biceps a lot, the tension will also go away from your forearms. The last tip I have for you here is use a bench as stability. Having a bench to lean on will make it way easier to isolate the biceps or training your biceps. And simply having your arms hanging in front of you will also help a lot with isolating the whole movement. In that way, it's way easier to just use the arms, because when you start getting tired on this exercise and you realize I am getting tired on it, you'll start to cheat. So that bench that I have in front of me, which I place my knees on, helps incredibly with making me stable. It also allows me to bend a bit forward so that I'm only